Hello everybody, this is Garrow, and again doing probably the last video review I'm going to be doing for a while because I've reviewed all my weapons after this video. Today's review is going to be over my Harrington and Richardson Topper 12 gauge shotgun. It'll fire up to 3-inch magnum shells as well as 2 3/4 inch shells. You can kind of see where the barrel narrows here where the shells stop. It's a single shot, break action. So you load one shell, close it, pull the hammer back, fire your shell, and then break it back open. The old shell gets ejected. Now I'm not sure how strong the spring on these shotguns are supposed to be. This is a very old model, very old weapon. So for me, it just kind of pops out and you grab it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to get thrown out like I've seen some other shotguns do. I took it out to the range today. I'll link to that in the description box below. But basically I took it out to a range, I put some slugs through it, 2 3/4 inch slugs. And at 25 yards it was pretty much exactly where I aimed with the bead. There is no rear sight post like all shotguns. At 50 yards it was about 3 inches low, which is to be expected. It's slugs in a shotgun. They're slow, large projectiles. It's not a 30-06 or AR-15. You'll notice on the back here I do have a recoil pad, fairly heavy duty one, because the shotgun is so light. I mean, the thing probably doesn't weigh, it does not weigh 5 pounds. So it kicks pretty hard, especially when you put the 3-inch shells in it. So I do have the recoil pad on here just to make firing the various rounds that I do fire through it bearable. One thing to remember, if you put a recoil pad on a weapon, one thing I do is I usually coat the wood in Vaseline to prevent the wood from rotting while I've got the rubber on top of it here. Also keeps water from kind of collecting in here between the wood and the rubber. So yeah, it's a 12 gauge shotgun, single shot break action. I've had no complaints out of it, other than the fact that it kicks really hard because it's such a light weapon. It's just an old shotgun I got for my 16th birthday, and I've carried it everywhere I went. When I left AIT in Georgia and drove from Georgia to Washington, I had a duffel bag full of my Army gear, a backpack full of personal hygiene stuff, and a set of civilian clothes, and I had this shotgun with me. So yeah, if you guys have a chance, it's a nice little 12 gauge, you know, fun to shoot varmint killer. So yeah, questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. I'll address them as quick as I can. There's really not much else I can say about this guy. He's just my little 12 gauge.